Good morning, Alberta. I'm John Ashton, and it's Easter Monday, and I want to thank you for joining Alberta's daily magazine show during the 2012 election. I have once again another fascinating guest for you, Della Drury. And just to let you know, on Sunday, of course, Brian was doing debate practice. Practice makes perfect, right, Della?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so you might have gotten a glimpse of that on TV or other media. Having said that, my special guest today is Della Drury. Della, what do you do on the campaign?
I'm campaign support. So if you're on a campaign and you need some support, you call me.
And you're their supporter?
Absolutely. Rah rah, sis boomba. I help them get their membership lists. I help them get their candidate materials. I give them encouragement. Send off questions if they have questions about whatever it is, and all around get them to win.
Okay, that's cool. And you've been doing well so far, because I think we're winning a lot of places.
I hear well. We haven't. The election hasn't happened yet, John.
That's true. We're all tied at 0 at the moment.
Absolutely.
All right.
But it looks like we have an orange wave coming along.
An orange wave.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. So what part of Alberta are you from?
I'm from the north. Actually, quite specifically, Fairview. Fairview is north of Grand Prairie by about an hour and a half, and I have the distinct honor of having had both Notley MLAs as my representatives in my lifetime.
Not many people can say that.
Not many can say that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you like best about Fairview?
Well, I really enjoyed that it was surrounded by amazing, beautiful, natural environments that were varied with trees or swamps or lakes and dunes. Oh,
and you have a particular interest, and indeed have previously had a career working with trees.
It's true, John.
And you've actually brought some visual stuff for you here.
I have.
You've brought props. Liven up the screen here. All right, so show me what you got.
Well, seeing as I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay, because I was originally in forest technology, and so we had to press a lot of wildflowers. And I'll show you a few of my favorites.
Right.
So this, I'm going to bring up to the screen as like show and tell.
There we go.
There we go. This is a type of moss. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's a big red stem fern moss, and I have separated them out and put them on a piece of paper and put tape over it.
So is that Alberta moss?
It is.
Okay.
It grows in the forest.
All these mosses and stuff, like, they're all Albertan?
Absolutely.
All right.
I can identify dozens of Alberta plants.
But it's not Albertan. I'm getting canceled.
That's right. What we have here is called bishop's cap, and it is another type of plant that you can find in our boreal forests.
Okay,
anyway,
so what part of Alberta can you find that in?
In the forests. So we have...
But like around Fairview or around other parts?
Oh, absolutely. It depends on the type of tree stand that you're looking at. But these types of plants, knowing how to identify the plants themselves, will help you determine what kind of forest you're looking at. And the forests are actually determined by their ecosites. So you can look at the types of plants, and then look in handy-dandy books like this that are guides to the various ecosites in the province, and you can see about
Which guide would you recommend a person starting off in trees to get?
Well, in this case, I happen to be holding the field guide of ecosites of northern Alberta. And this one is published by the Government of Canada, and it is full of amazing information that's updated all the time. This one is about 5 years old, and that's all right. But basically it talks about the types of soils, the types of plants, and what you can expect for forestry, what you're going to be doing with that forest and how it's going to react to the different things that you do to it.
And even though it's 5 years old, still good. They haven't come out with new trees since then?
No, yeah, we come up with better ways of analyzing and testing the information in it, and we're always improving it through field tests that all of us that work in forestry do every single day.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank you very much. After this election is done, I'm probably going to take a weekend off, and
Nice.
I'm probably going to be in a forest.
Perfect.
And I don't know squat about trees. I've been around trees, but I really haven't been paying attention. What's three things I should look out for when I'm next in an Alberta forest?
Well, you should look for the edible plants of Alberta forests because they are the best part of Alberta forests. We have some of the most delicious forests in all of Canada. We have raspberry bushes, we have blackberries, we have gooseberries, we have strawberries, cloudberries.
I should probably get like some sort of guide to tell me which ones are which. I shouldn't just start picking up things in the forest and eating them.
Well, for you, John, I'd really recommend that anyway. But
Okay.
but for everybody else out there, I'd really recommend maybe talking to me about my plants, and I'll show you some that are edible.
Well, do you have if somebody wants to tweet you a question about Alberta forests, do you have a Twitter address they could tweet you at?
I probably do, and we will include that in our e-news. And then you guys can send it along to John if you don't get the e-news.
Yeah.
And we'll get it from there.
Tell you what, tweet to me at John Allen Ashton. That's JohnAlanAshton. I'll go across the hall and ask Della because that's where she works.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and remember, tweet what you're about to eat before you eat it. You get sick otherwise.
Unless you luck out and it's delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, ask first. All right, well, thank you very much for that, Della. Just to let you know what Brian's doing tomorrow. Brian is going to Calgary, where he will be talking once again about our fight to save public health care. You can learn more about that on Facebook, facebook.com/savehealth. He is also probably going to drum up more donations to get me in a Calgary Flames shirt. That's also done well over the holiday weekend. And we will be back tomorrow with another Good Morning Alberta. Della, thank you. That is definitely the most educational episode we've had, and I've learned not to eat things off the florist floor. That's important. Thank you so much.
No problem, John. Thank you.